Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to WWE 2K24 Universe Mode Series. I'm your average Joe, and we're here with the first Monday Night Raw after Survivor Series as we start to build towards Hell in a Cell Premium Live event. And we're opening up the show here tonight with none other than Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt did have an interesting match against Karrion Kross at Survivor Series at the PLE. So Bray Wyatt was unsuccessful in that one, but some really odd occurrences occurring in that match. Once again, odd things happening in and around Bray Wyatt and his situation. A character, an unknown person, just turned up randomly during the match on the stage, dressed completely like the Fiend. And it did definitely seem to stun Bray Wyatt for a moment, and that ultimately cost him that match against Karrion Kross. He was moments away from picking up the victory, but Bray Wyatt has some words for the WWE Universe. Let's see what he's got to say. Survivor Series. It was supposed to be my moment. I was this close to putting Karrion Kross down, to finally moving past the shadows that have haunted me for so long, but then the lights went out. And when they came back on, I was alone in that ring. Alone, except for a figure standing on the stage, dressed like the Fiend. I thought I could escape the darkness. I thought if I just kept running, maybe I would be able to outrun it. I thought I could start fresh, leave it all behind. But it seems the darkness isn't done with me yet. It seems I know what I need to do. Karrion Kross, you think you can manipulate me, control me, bend me to your will? You think you can bring back the part of me that I've fought so hard to bury? Well, you're wrong. I will finish what you started with me. But there's something that I know I must do before that can happen. Uncle Howdy, I know that you're behind this. I know you're the one pulling the strings like some sort of puppet master, trying to drag me back into the darkness. You wanted to push me to see if I'd break. Well, here I am, still standing. So next week, Uncle Howdy, I want you to meet me in this ring. I want you to face me, man to man, face to face. No more games, no more tricks. Just you and me right here in this ring. You want to play with the darkness, Uncle Howdy? Then let's see if you can handle it when it's staring you in the face. Because next week I'm calling you out. And when you step into this ring, you'll find out exactly what happens when you follow the buzzards. Well, interesting turn of events just there. Bray Wyatt calling out Uncle Howdy of all things. I didn't expect that here tonight, but anyways, we're going to move on with the show. And next up we have an Intercontinental #1 Contenders match between Dominik Mysterio and Tomasso Ciampa. Now, Tommaso Ciampa has already suffered a loss to AJ Styles, which doesn't put him in the greatest standing in this match, or in the Intercontinental title picture, but considering he's in the middle of a feud with AJ Styles, the current Intercontinental Champion, that's pretty much why he's getting another opportunity here tonight, I believe. But Dominik Mysterio is the one that was kind of poking the bear with AJ Styles before the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, before that fatal four-way matchup where AJ Styles actually pinned Gunther to end the Ring General's reign. But Dominik Mysterio also has to be careful, because it seems as though Rey Mysterio, his father, is actually back. During that 30-man gauntlet match, we saw the return of Rey Mysterio. And I'm sure that he hasn't forgotten about what Dominik did to him. Rey Mysterio out for just over 4 months. So 4 months of Rey's career been taken away from him by his own son. At the WWE draft, Dominik Mysterio absolutely brutalized his father. But Rey Mysterio is back. So you're going to have to wait and see what happens there. But as for right now, Tommaso Ciampa has one hell of an opportunity to try and get himself back into that Intercontinental title picture. He's going one-on-one with Dominik Mysterio. Not starting the match up very great just there. Dominik Mysterio, though, on the other hand, has had one hell of a start to his Universe Mode career. Started off the Universe Mode being undefeated until he faced off against Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, where he was unfortunate and lost out on that one. But now that there's a new champion, I'm sure that he'll be as confident as ever. But Tomasso Ciampa right now is what he has to focus on. He's going to put one hell of a fight up. Is Tomasso Ciampa, former NXT champion, makes his way to the outside here. Ground and pound delivered to Dominik Mysterio. A stomp on the midsection as well. Just targeting the arm here. AJ Styles, I'm sure, is going to be watching very closely. He's yet to defend that championship since winning it against Gunther. And AJ Styles himself has had a bit of a new attitude, which seems to have ignited him being victorious in that match. Dominik Mysterio may say that he's the one to thank for that victory, to be honest, but as for right now, Dominik Mysterio looking to take advantage of Tomasso Ciampa here. Now sending Ciampa into the ropes, and Dominik Mysterio connecting with a shoulder tackle into the cover now for the victory, perhaps? No. Tomasso Ciampa gets the shoulder up. Considering the start that Tomasso Ciampa and AJ Styles had to their Universe Mode careers, it's a little bit surprising that a few months on and now they're both in the title picture for the Intercontinental Championship, one of them being the champion in AJ, and then Tomasso Ciampa very close behind. And now Dominik Mysterio looking up with Tomasso Ciampa in the ring, delivering a DDT. Ciampa opting to create some space here and just suckering in Dominik Mysterio on the outside. Dominik Mysterio up on the shoulder and snake eyes onto the barricade face first. And Tomasso Ciampa is able to turn this matchup around. A wise decision by Tomasso Ciampa to create that space and just lure Dominik Mysterio into making a mistake. But Tomasso Ciampa playing up to the crowd there. That could cost him, because now Dominik Mysterio is just lurking and making sure that Tomasso Ciampa can't get a cheap shot in. A 5 count and Dominik Mysterio in on the attack. But Tomasso Ciampa slips in behind. Now these two heading into the corner. Face first goes Dominik Mysterio onto that turnbuckle. Now what's Tomasso Ciampa got planned here? Oh, face first again. And now stomp to the ribs and then the foot to the throat. Tomasso Ciampa just trying to teach Dominik Mysterio a lesson here. As now Dominik uses the same tactic to roll to the outside and create some space. And targeting the knee again is Tomasso Ciampa there. Just looking to slow down Dominik Mysterio. Dominik Mysterio does definitely have the speed advantage over these two. As now Dominik heads back into the ring. The referee continues the count. Tomasso Ciampa follows. Oh, big kick to the knee by Dominik Mysterio this time. And now a big right hand drops Tomasso Ciampa. And hold on a second. Rey Mysterio's here. Dominik Mysterio trying to tell Rey to get to the back. And Tomasso Ciampa takes advantage of that distraction. Rey Mysterio, I'm sure, is going to be proud of himself for that one. Now Tomasso Ciampa may have been looking to end this match, perhaps with the fairy tale ending there, but Dominik Mysterio able to turn it around, and Tomasso Ciampa is hung up on the second rope into the 619, connecting. Now Dominik Mysterio telling Tomasso Ciampa that he's not worthy of being the Intercontinental #1 contender. That's Dominik Mysterio's place. But now Tomasso Ciampa into a German suplex into the bridge for the victory. No, big kick out by Dominik. That distraction seems like it may have actually backfired on Rey Mysterio, to be honest. Tomasso Ciampa couldn't quite hit the fairy tale ending inside the ring, but he slams Dominik down, spine first to the concrete on the outside. Looking to deal some more damage by utilising the environment here. Tomasso Ciampa now locking in a submission on the outside. I'm not sure how wise that is, because even if Dominik does submit on the outside, it's not going to lead to a victory for Tomasso Ciampa here. Dominik Mysterio though going after Tomasso Ciampa here. A 6 count by the referee. These two need to head back into the ring real soon. Got to be careful of that count, as Dominik Mysterio takes his time here. He's just going to gather himself. Tomasso Ciampa's really feeling it inside the ring, trying to get the crowd behind him, but into a neck breaker goes Dominik Mysterio. Caught Tomasso Ciampa by surprise and then just raking the eyes with his boots. Now Dominik bringing Tomasso Ciampa up to his feet. What's he got planned here? Dominik Mysterio into the sunset flip. Surprised he didn't go into the cover from that one. And Dominik Mysterio just saying that he's wiping the floor with Tomasso Ciampa here. The ultimate disrespect. Big right hand delivered. Dominik Mysterio just choking Tomasso Ciampa out there. Now Ciampa being brought back to his feet. Dominik Mysterio into the suplex. He could be looking for the three amigos here. One connecting. The second one also follows. Looking for the third, and he connects with it. Dominik Mysterio could be about to get the victory here and become the #1 contender to AJ Styles. No! Big kick out found by Tomasso Ciampa. Now Tomasso Ciampa turns things around on Dominik. Ciampa could be looking for the fairy tale ending. No. Dominik Mysterio able to get out of it and clothesline delivered. That could have been the moment that Tomasso Ciampa needed. Dominik Mysterio doesn't quite understand why the fans are booing him, but I mean, he should be used to it by now. Ciampa finds a reversal though. Back into the clutches of Dominik and into an arm drag. Tomasso Ciampa's in trouble. He needs to try and get some offense in here. Slam down to the mat. And Dominik Mysterio could be heading to the top rope, could be thinking about that frog splash, and he's connecting with it into the cover for the victory. Dominik Mysterio does it. So your new #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship is Dominik Mysterio, despite his father Rey Mysterio trying to get involved and try and cause a distraction. Dominik Mysterio is successful, and he is the #1 contender to AJ Styles and the Intercontinental Championship. So moving on to the next part of the show, as one member in the Judgment Day seemed to progress towards some gold, some championship gold. We have another member of the Judgment Day who holds championship gold, but there's an elephant in the room here, because obviously at Survivor Series, Damian Priest wiped out his own partner, his own brother, Finn Balor, when Finn Balor was moments away from possibly gaining the World Heavyweight Championship. But what was the reason for Damian Priest doing that? We're about to find out here, because he's going to address the WWE Universe. You know, there comes a time in everyone's life when you have to make a choice. A choice to stand up for yourself, to reclaim your own destiny, and to remember what really matters. And that's exactly what I did at Survivor Series. I didn't turn my back on Finn. No, no, no. Finn turned his back on me. Finn turned his back on the Judgment Day and everything that we stand for. Finn was supposed to be my brother, but he became obsessed with the World Heavyweight Championship, and somewhere along the way he forgot about us. He forgot about Damian Priest. So I did what a big brother should do. I put him in his place. I did what had to be done to wake him up, to show him that he can't just use us and then throw us away. That's why I struck him down with that steel chair, and that's why Carmelo Hayes is still your World Heavyweight Champion. But that's not all. I've had to do a lot of thinking about this. But tonight, I'm officially relinquishing the World Tag Team titles on behalf of Judgment Day. Oh my word. Well, Damian Priest, I think you have awakened something that you did not want to awaken. It seems like the Demon is back and he's here on Monday Night Raw. I would not want to be in Damian Priest's shoes. He looks a little bit surprised right here. So the Demon Finn Balor is here on Monday Night Raw. Well, I'm not really sure what Damian Priest would have expected, to be honest, because Finn Balor has made it clear how personal that situation around the world title is. And then to have his own tag team partner, his own brother of sorts, stab him in the back and cost him that championship, and in embarrassing fashion as well. Clearly something inside of Finn Balor has snapped. And his inner demon has come out here. I'm sure Damian Priest knows more than anyone else what Finn Balor is capable of, as they were tag team partners for such a long time. My goodness. The Demon has awoken, and he is here on Monday Night Raw. What is about to happen here? Finn Balor slowly making his way into the ring, face to face with Damian Priest here. And the Demon looks like he's seething in anger here. And oh my goodness, the Demon with a drop kick taking down Damian Priest. No words being spoken here by the Demon. Just all action, it seems like. Now Finn Balor, the Demon, with Damian Priest up into the 1916. Slamming Damian Priest down to the mat, head first, and now up to the top rope. Could be looking for the coup de grace, delivered to the heart of Damian Priest. Well, the Demon Finn Balor sending a clear-cut message to, I guess, his former tag team partner, because clearly the tag team titles have been relinquished here. Well, after that, we're going to move on with the show, but to the surprise of, I'm sure, all of you guys and everyone watching at home, the tag team titles have been relinquished, so we don't currently have any world tag team champions right now. The Judgment Day are in disarray. But as we move on to another situation that kind of revolves the Judgment Day as well, with Ronda Rousey. As we know, she will be facing Rhea Ripley at SummerSlam. She's using her rematch clause. It will be the final time that Rhea Ripley and Ronda Rousey go head to head. So long as one of them hold the championship, the other superstar will not be able to go after that title, at least for some time. And Ronda Rousey is in singles action here tonight in our main event. So Ronda Rousey gonna come up against Raquel Rodriguez. So this is gonna be a pretty good warm-up match, to be honest, for her matchup with Rhea Ripley. Raquel Rodriguez is one of the most powerful superstars in the female division. Haven't seen much of her in this Universe mode, so this will be one way to kickstart her Universe mode career. Can she topple the baddest woman on the planet? How about we find out? Main event action. And the crowd really behind Ronda Rousey at the moment, especially here tonight, as Raquel Rodriguez straight into a snap suplex and into the cover immediately, but not even going to get a 1 count. Quite surprised that she even went for the cover, perhaps just trying to send a message to the baddest woman on the planet. As now Raquel Rodriguez hanging onto the top rope on the apron and just brought down to the concrete floor. She's going to make her way back into the ring. Ronda Rousey just waiting for her inside the ring, sending her own kind of message here. But Raquel Rodriguez is going to go toe-to-toe with Ronda right here, right now, in this main event. Ronda Rousey then brought up to her knees and then just slammed back down with that double axe handle to the spine. Now Raquel Rodriguez being sent into the corner and then followed up with a forearm to the jaw by Ronda. Now Raquel Rodriguez again able to turn things around, but a block on that big strike there. Now Ronda Rousey, surely she's not going for it already, is she? Into the Piper's Pit already. Connecting and into the cover. This one could be all over already. No, big kick out found by Raquel Rodriguez. Near fall there for Ronda Rousey. As now Ronda could be looking for that armbar. She's looking to extend that elbow and extend that arm out if she can. She could be about to get the victory right here. But no, it looks like Raquel Rodriguez is just able to find a way to slide out of it and then deliver some big right hands to make sure that Ronda has to break the hold. And now a big kick to the midsection. Oh, these two are going to trade blows in the middle of the ring here. Back and forth we go. A big right hand delivered. A block found by each of these superstars. Going back and forth. Big chop to the chest, and Ronda Rousey delivering some quick strikes, which brings Raquel down to her knee. And now Ronda Rousey targeting that arm again. I thought for a moment she may have been going for that arm bar, but luckily for Raquel Rodriguez that isn't the case. But she's still targeting that arm and targeting that elbow, looking to set up this armbar right here. She's going to try and lock it in once again and potentially make Raquel Rodriguez tap out. Can Raquel Rodriguez escape again? She's able to escape exactly the same way this time. Ronda Rousey's going to have to think about a way to stop her opponents from finding that escape there. Oh my word, she could be looking for another Piper's Pit here. Ronda Rousey connecting again. My goodness. Piper's Pit delivered. Ronda Rousey just looking to drag Raquel Rodriguez back into the middle of the ring. And now she could be looking once more for that armbar. Locking it in for a third time here. It's third time's a charm for Ronda Rousey, who gets the victory. Impressive stuff by the baddest woman on the planet. And she's able to get the victory here tonight. Oh, hold on a second. That's Charlotte Flair with a kendo stick. Just wiping out Ronda Rousey. Charlotte Flair sending a message to the baddest woman on the planet. And now to close out the show, we have none other than Triple H, the man who was successful in the men's War Games match. Him and his team were victorious. So Triple H started with his old buddy Shawn Michaels, D-Generation X, reforming for that War Games match alongside Stone Cold Steve Austin. And then later on in the evening, The Undertaker appeared. And you could almost say that as soon as The Undertaker came, he kind of shifted the tide and was able to get the victory for Triple H and his team. The Undertaker delivering a choke slam onto The Rock through a table before Stone Cold got the pinfall victory. But Triple H is going to end the show with a message for the fans. This past weekend at Survivor Series, we showed the world what true teamwork and resilience looks like. The ex-Stone Cold and the dead man himself, The Undertaker, stood tall against Batista, Edge, Randy Orton, and the so-called final boss. But it wasn't just about us in the ring. It was about every single one of you there who believed in us. You are the reason we fight, and you are the reason we won. So thank you. Hold on a second. Can it be? Surely not. Is he here? Well, I'm in shock. We weren't supposed to have The Rock here tonight, but he's here. The final boss has showed up to Monday Night Raw just before the end of the show to interrupt Triple H. Just as Triple H was sending a bit of a heartfelt message to the fans. The final boss is here on Monday Night Raw. He is the man who took the pinfall and potentially lost the match for his team, for Batista. But he's here on Monday Night Raw. What on earth is he doing here? I'm sure we're moments away from finding out. And this crowd in absolute shock, just as I am. We're under the impression that Triple H was the one who was going to close out the show here, didn't even expect the final boss to show up here tonight, but here he is in all his glory. The chain around his neck, the Versace vest. Oh, what's he got to say? Listen here, you jabroni, and listen good. Let's get one thing straight. Survivor Series was only the beginning. You see, The Rock didn't come all the way to this city full of trailer park trash to talk about what happened at Survivor Series. The Rock came out here for one reason and one reason only, to send a message. The Rock is coming for your lackey, Triple H. Well, what on earth does that mean? And The Rock just stating to Triple H, I am the final boss, and well, he's out of here. What on earth does that mean? I mean, he took the pinfall by Stone Cold, but The Undertaker's the one who delivered the chokeslam, so even Triple H looks a bit confused here. What on earth does The Rock mean by he's coming for Triple H's lackey? I'm sure we'll find out in the upcoming weeks.